Hey everyone. So I've decided to answer the top questions people ask from billionaires. Here we go. Lots of people want to start a business, and it seems that every dinner party, because of my Shark Tank, I end up being the guy in the corner that everybody comes up to and says, "Hey, I have this idea." Lots and lots and lots of ideas, but you know what? The most common question I hear is, how do I actually start? Here's my answer. Sell something. Never take advice from somebody who isn't financially invested in the outcome. And I don't mean as an investor, I mean a customer. Just call a customer and go out there and sell something. When Damon started Fubu, he didn't hire a whole bunch of researchers. He took a t-shirt, stood on a street corner, sold it. When I started my first tech business, I didn't spend years thinking about what should I do, the products you should have. I called up a big customer and I sold it to them. If you want to start a business, go sell something. The other day, somebody came up to me and they said, Robert, tell me about a business that I can start, make a lot of money, and not have to spend a lot of time with. You know what my advice was? Don't get into business. Even easy businesses that you think are going to be easy and not require a lot of hands-on, guess what? At the beginning, they're all going to suck your time, they're all going to suck your cash, and they're all really hard. Business is just hard. It takes many years to get to easy. Don't be fooled by trying to start something easy. You know, one of the things that people always talk to me about is work-life balance. And they say, my gosh, you're such a great dad. You're always there for your kids. You seem to go to everything, even at the school. But here's the reality. It's taken me many years to get to this point. When you start, there is no work-life balance. It's one of the big lies that people tell you. A business is a living, breathing thing. When it needs to eat, you have to feed it. It doesn't care that you have a school play. It doesn't care that you want to work out. It doesn't care about any of those things. A business is a living, breathing thing. I've seen a lot of businesses start and I've seen a lot of businesses fail. One of the most common mistakes that, in my experience, people make when they start a business is they're not clear what the value proposition to the customer is. They look at it through their lens. So let me give you a quick example. You heard the famous, sell me this pen. Do you know what the right answer to that is? It's not selling the pen. It's before I sell you the pen, tell me who I'm selling the business to. Value is not through your eyes. Value isn't through the eyes of the customer. There's an old saying and a famous video from Steve Jobs that talks about product and how to know you have a good product. Steve Jobs said, people don't know they need a product until you tell them about it. Other people say you shouldn't create a product until you have an identified customer experience. Here's my view on it. It doesn't really matter if your product is selling a lot at the beginning or not. That doesn't necessarily identify a hot market. You know what does? A fanatical customer experience. When you sell a product and you give it to the customer and they look at it and they say, I cannot live without this, then you're onto something. Look for the fanatical experience and engagement from your customers, not always the sales. I mean, of course, if you're not selling anything, you're going to go out of business. One day I was talking to one of my old HR VPs, and we were talking about what makes a great candidate. And she said, we want to hire somebody who's failed before because that makes them better today. And I was like, oh my God, that is such bullshit. I don't want people that failed before. I don't want to hire somebody who's had a business run into the ground. Big failure is bad. I don't like entrepreneurs that walk in and say, I had a business and went bankrupt, it failed. I'm okay with a small exit, but I don't want complete failure. I want little pivots along the way. So failure is not about big failure. Failure is little things and constant adaptation. You know, when you become successful, one of the most common questions people ask you is, if you had to do it again, what would you do different? I really thought about this question because it didn't have a good answer, because I always think you're the product of everything that's happened to you. But you know, media wants a simple answer. So I've really thought about it. Here's my answer. What would I do different if I had to do it all over again? I would dream bigger. My limitation, reason I'm only a billionaire in Australia because of the exchange rate, is I didn't think bigger. My capacity for imagining this life, I didn't have that capacity. I really believe a mind, once expanded, can never go back to its original size. Dream big, but work your ass off. The other day I was doing a speech and somebody came up to me and said, "Oh my gosh, I wish I was successful. My life would be so much easier. I would be happy every day and all my problems would go away." And I'm like, are you kidding me? People have this misconception of success that it's finite, that there's this magic door you walk through and it says success on the door. And once you walk through that door, it's all unicorns and puppy dogs and lollipops. Guess what? The problems just get bigger. And let me tell you this, if you're not happy today with nothing, striving, working hard, you're not going to be happy with lots of money either. Happiness is not a result of a finite goal. Happiness is just who you are. Great wealth amplifies exactly who you are right now. Here's an amazing piece of advice that I had to learn that I didn't do. And it's about productivity and how to scale your business. I used to think that I was really good at managing time and knowing all the important things I have to do every day. But guess what? Here's a simple trick somebody gave me. They said to me, "You're too busy. You have too much going on." And this is a hack that they gave me. They said, every morning, wake up, take a piece of paper and write down 3 things, not 5, not 10, not 20. Write down 3 things you have to accomplish today, no matter what. Today, not tomorrow. Do not go to sleep until these 3 things are done. So what I used to do is wake up every day, forget all the noise and distraction, and write down those 3 things. Not necessarily tackle them, but my day did not end till those 3 things are done. Constant forward momentum. I'm invested in a lot of business in the 20 years of Shark Tank, Dragon's Den, Shark Tank Australia, and there's a couple of red flags that really come out for me. The first one is a little controversial for most people. Number one is, I don't want an entrepreneur that's failed. I don't want to invest in somebody that started a business and had it completely go away. I'm okay with little failure or consultation or not a great exit, but I don't want somebody that gave up on something and had it fail. The other one is, I want an entrepreneur who's solid and mentally together. Show me a small business that's in trouble, and I'll show you an entrepreneur that's got problems. And then number 3 is, if you don't understand your numbers, and I don't mean balance sheet, income statement, I mean the heartbeat of your business. Every business has 2 or 3 key stats that you need to know every day. If I wake you up at 2 in the